pop more when you put your gold chain on, because then you'll be able to see the contrast. Know what they say? Don't hate the player, hate the game.
You're gearing up for the comment section.
Putting on a boat so we can lift the bike up and have it upright. You could do that only if you're not gonna sit on a bike, because you don't want the boat to snap in you.
I was a little nervous when they were announcing the new 457. I was like, oh man, another one. I just got mine.
Nah. Two different bikes. Small displacement. Not gonna affect you in any type of way.
They go to track every weekend, those guys?
Pretty much when there's a track day. They didn't used to go as often. But you know, it's addictive. It's safer than the street. Just loosen the pegs. These are relatively easy. 2 bolts off. I threw away these
Pegs?
last week. Yeah.
Why'd you throw them out?
These?
Yeah.
You're not gonna need them. Passenger foot pegs? Who's gonna buy passenger foot pegs? Come on. Oh, let me get on eBay. I gotta get me a passenger foot peg replacement. Nobody's gonna get that. Nah. It's funny. First thing they said is, dude, you gained a lot of weight. I was like, yeah.
You guys are Asian, man. You guys are honest with each other.
Yeah, we don't. See, this is the thing.
My wife is the same thing too. It's like your friends come over, it's like, what's going on? Like family members?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I was talking to my wife.
But that's how you get results, though.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's how you keep it real. So, the other day, I was telling my wife, like, well, no, I don't, what was I? Was I telling my wife, or was it a conversation with another friend of mine? I'm like, what I don't understand is the culture about, I mean, I get it, you know, you don't want to hurt people's feelings and whatnot. But, you know, if they're getting overweight, you want to tell them that they're being overweight. And I mean, like I said, I understand, you know, but I tell them straight up, I'm like, yo, you're getting fat. Instead of using the word, you're getting big, you know? Oh, you're getting big. Oh, you know, oh, you're thick. No, man, you're getting fat. Do something about it. Just like them two. They came in, they're like, yo, you're getting a lot of weight. You're getting fat. How you got so fat? I'm like, okay, thank you. Yeah, off season, you know? We got lucky because they used rat Loctite and it wasn't really that hard. I think mine was harder. Let's see if I can get. Oh yeah, I can get to it from
here. You know, it's so funny.
What?
Anna's like, damn, I wish you were driving so JoJo could taste my food. And earlier you mentioned that.
Yeah, one of these days, one day.
One day. You know, he can always come for like dinner or something.
Yeah, of course. Definitely, I appreciate that. No, man, her cooking is amazing. Like, just seeing it from Instagram, I'm like, what? I'm like, she's making what?
Making too much, to be honest.
It's okay. It's coming now. I like to use power tools. So, but this is actually one of those occasions that I wish I was using a power tool. But I still don't like to use power tool because you could, I mean, taking off the bolt, a bolt is okay.
On my Street Fighter, I had something similar to this happen to me, but they put so much Loctite on it.
Aprilia really cares about the passenger safety.
Oh, look, that looks already cleaner already.
Mm-hmm.
really clean already without that. Woo! Sheesh.
Dry fit it. Yep. Since there's already so much Loctite, I'm not gonna put any more Loctite on there.
That's what she said. I'm ready for the track, JoJo. You guys got me super excited for it.
Yeah, next season. April will be here in no time. I'm just threading it by hand. And then I'll tighten it and give it a good hand tight. But yeah, looks good. Clean, really clean. So you're thinking blue bolts?
Yeah, I think blue bolts gonna look cool. What do you think?
I mean, I got gold bolts on mine, so blue would be a good idea for something different.
Swagger jack you on that V4, man. That thing's, I love it. I think I don't know, the only problem was with the red wheels. I don't know how that plays out, but.
Red, oh, these?
But I'm planning to get rid of them though.
You could get rid of it, or you could trade with someone that has black wheels.
I'm gonna do white wheels.
You want to do what wheels? Oh, white wheels? Dymac?
Jacob and, yeah, Dynamac, right?
Dymac from Motivation? Motivation USA?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that looks really cool already.
MAPD, made in Taiwan. I didn't put any Loctite because there was so much Loctite left over. I didn't want to put any more. What I am going to do, since I didn't put any Loctite because there were so many Loctites left over on there, I am going to torque it. I don't know the torque spec. I'm just going to go by
the size of the bolt.
The size of the bolt. So I'm probably going to go 15 Newton meters, give or take. And tighten it and then feel. That's 15 right there. That's 15 right there. So we could go a little more. We could probably go up to 18. That's 18 right there. Right there. Should be good. We have sprocket cover. We gotta take off those 3 bolts. We gotta have this come off.
Do you mark it to remember exactly where they go now?
This right here? Yes. I'm gonna mark it. And then, because ideally you want to keep it a 90. But I am going to mark it up top just to make sure it goes back the way it came out. And there's 3 bolts here. And should be pretty straightforward. Or sometimes what I do is I use a punch starter. And I'll just put a little detent on it.
Ah, that's clever.
Yeah, a little dimple. And then this way, it doesn't get away, doesn't get wiped away or whatnot.
See, I just thought about the, if I do gold bolts, I think it's gonna be redundant. I think blue's gonna be good, man.
I mean, if you do gold, it'll be like my bike.
The golds do look nice though. Damn, I don't know.
I mean,
all right, we're ordering that then.
put up a poll on Instagram and see what happens.
So those haters go, you have too many pints, right?
You're just gonna hate, man. There's nothing we can do. Just live your own life and move on. Yeah. Type this too? No way.
Yeah. It's Italian, man. Italian Loctite everything. Wow. They put a glob of Loctite and everything.
Man, they really took that.
You want to make sure when you're shifting.
See, they didn't put any Loctite on it, but they actually did. I'm assuming this is anti-seize, but they really torqued that. That was a lot of pressure. I'm just making sure that this isn't bent or in any way. It's aluminum, and with that much pressure that they torqued, just making sure. Looks good though. So this is off. Put it. But yeah, that could get replaced by titanium as well, and then we don't have to worry about it being bent. 8mm socket. This is the overflow from the tank. Okay. Touch that. Actually,
Let me hold it.
no. I'm gonna get a piece of painter's tape. Just so that it's out the way. 1, 2, 3. Comes off. I'm gonna wipe this excess of
Grease?
yeah.
I washed so much of it off this morning. I guess when they cleaned the chain on the first service, they put a lot. It was all over the wheels.
I mean, hey, you know, sometimes you can't really. Let's put it this way. It's good that they did put it on and not put it on. I'm actually glad. We're probably never gonna use this again, but I like to keep where the bolts are. And what I do is I use a zip tie. Man, there's so many grease on here, bro. Just use a zip tie so the bolt doesn't get anywhere. It stays where it's at. So if you do use it in the future, you don't have to guess which bolt is which. That. And that's not going anywhere. Oh. Gearing position sensor. Let's wipe off this a little bit. And you say you washed the bike recently too?
Yeah, washed it this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have seen the exhaust was black on that side.
Okay. Yeah, I mean down the line we're gonna do a super light sprocket front and then super light aluminum sprocket in the rear, because if you're gonna go track, you don't need steel sprocket. Aluminum. I run aluminum for the weight saving rotational mass, and up front too, because these stock sprockets they have these rubber around them for weight and sound dampening, and they're heavy shit. So I'm gonna start with the gearing position sensor cover. It's a billet cover made out of aluminum. made by MAPD from Taiwan. They will start launching here in the US. Hopefully this winter. They'll have their official website coming up soon. But it's a really high quality billet that designed to protect your gear and position sensor. That goes right here, and it comes in different colors. Yours in particular is going to be in black, but they come in red, gold, blue.
So the sprocket cover doubled as that as well. I just noticed.
The stock sprocket cover covered that, right? That sprocket cover does not cover that. It goes like that, and then that gets exposed. Now on a race bike, you would not run on a track bike / race bike. A lot of people don't even run sprocket cover for the ease of changing the front sprocket, right? Faster, easier. You don't run the stock one, so to protect this right here, because this is all the electrical right here, inside here. So to protect that, and that's why they designed that, to protect it. And if you're not running track, if you're just running street and you're going for the aesthetic of it, you know, generally speaking, having a billet milled out front sprocket cover, and if you have gold chain, then you'll be able to see it through these windows. And overall, I mean, just the aesthetic appearance, you know?
That looks cool.
Yeah. And that's why we get it. So I'm sure you're gonna get people like, oh, they're useless. They don't do anything. You know, doesn't give you any horsepower. Blah blah blah. Man, don't hate. You know what they say? Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I love how you're gonna make this video. You're gearing up for the comment section for this video.
Oh yeah. I'm experienced now.
Tell them who you are. You're the guy with the dad bought you that V4.
That V4R owner.
His dad bought him the V4R, guys.
Yeah. My dad bought me the V4R, bro. Don't hate.
Oh, I stop. Oh my god. Oh man, you're making it worse.
Yep. Make sure. This is that. Yeah, I think one guy was making a comment about like the owner of the V4R is a fat slob or something like that. You know? Try to make fun of me? Okay. I'm considered skinny in American standard. I'm fat in Asian standard, yeah. And the proper word is fat.
The better question is, do you think his dad's gonna buy him a V4?
I doubt it. I hope so. Shit. Yeah, there's not a lot of torque with these, so I'm not even gonna use the torque wrench, just hand tight. The stock one didn't came off with a lot of torque, barely anything, you know? See, the reason why that they designed this notch here is for this line to be held in here, because the stock line, this is the quick shifter sensor line, was being held by the stock front sprocket cover that it run along like this, but now it's gonna be inserted here. Nice. It's gonna be captured, like right here. Pre-looped it, that's good. And this goes on, what's that screw goes on top.
Yeah, how did you reach in there to do that? I saw it on yours too, I'm like, oh my god.
I have a mini tool that I could get in there, but let me look at the instructions. See, this is billet also, and it comes pre-lube, but I want to put more in there. And this is something.
And what's the piece for again?
This is the gear shaft stabilizer. It helps you. It goes over this right here, right? It goes like that, and it stabilizes your shift. It prevents false neutral, and it should ultimately give you a better shifting feedback and a crisper shift.
Okay.
And the big thing is prevent false neutral, and they work. They really work. There's another company that makes these out of UK that I actually have on set screws. So go. I actually did mine track side on the track.
Really?
Yeah, in the garage. I got it. I didn't have enough time to do it, so I brought it to the track and did it on the track. Takes a little bit of patience. Oh shoot. Drop that and get a magnet. Yeah, try it again.
That's useful.
Yeah, try it again. This is when you want. This is when you wish you had smaller hands, fingers. There's a threaded hole on the engine casing, and that's what they utilize to incorporate into the design as a mounting point. One up top and one in the bottom as a set screw. And that's what we're doing. We're trying to thread this set screw in.
And you can't pre-thread it, right?
No. I'm threading it in. Baby steps. So we're just tightening up this set screw in the bottom because we tightened up the one in the top. And it says 7 Newton meter. Right, like that. That's all it is. Just hand tight. There, that's that. And put the sprocket cover on. Golden. This is not somewhere you want to use Loctite, but I am gonna use a little bit of Loctite, just a tap, just to make sure. Right?
Blue?
Yeah, blue. No red. No, I never use. No.
That's
red.
how I know you're not Italian. It's different like that.
That's what blue would do.
I'm gonna do gold chain on here. It's gonna look good.
Yeah, gold chain. Get DID. ER V7. Best chain to me. I think it's a racing series chain and it's the best chain, lightest chain and best chain in the market. It's got a groove cut out, so it's nice and flush. See?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I think this is a revisit design. Mine wasn't like that. Mine was an early production. I think it didn't have the groove cut out so that this sits flush. Mine was like on it as a washer. I think so. Good. Yeah, once you get the gold chain and then the sprocket, and that's when it's gonna, all the static and performance, of course, because it's weight saving. Especially when you get the gold chain, that's when the sprocket cover really shines, and you'll notice the difference, because then you'll be able to see the gold chain on top. On my track bike, I got rid of. Some people still leave it. This right here. This is the overflow from the tank. I took it off. That's that. Back. It had anti-seize on it, so I'm not gonna put any thread lockers on it because apparently they don't want it to seize up. That's why they put anti-seize, and anti-seize actually can work and function as a Loctite, because you know it is material on the thread to prevent movement, whether it's thread lock or anti-seize. So tighten that, and we're golden. Well, I gotta do this, and then we're golden. Yep. That's good. And then we will thread. We'll push this in there. To wrap up, that sprocket cover will pop more when you put your gold chain on, because then you'll be able to see the contrast.
Yeah.
Poking through the windows of that front sprocket cover. But this is so much better than the stock cover. That might be a 26, 27, 28. I am not sure. There you go. Not a lot to it. Or I could just be strong. Stock comes out, reuse the washer. On top, you thread that. It's got a little bit of grease left, so I'm not gonna remove it. Thread it in there by hand, and then the stock one is a 26. This one is a 27. The reason why I did that is because I don't want to scratch it up. Now we're gonna use the torque wrench. Torque it down. There we go. I got this one mainly for the Ducati because this one goes up to 340 Newton.
For the rear wheel?
Mm-hmm. There. Perfect. See? No scratch. 100 Newton.
I didn't even realize that that unscrewed. That unscrews.
Oh yeah. So that's on. You don't need no Loctite with this. Just get a 12 millimeter Allen. Just tighten it down.
Oh, you have a spot here to tighten it too. Oh, I didn't even notice that. I thought it was one piece.
No? You came over with the camera today?
Yeah.
Bike?
Yeah. I built a small rig last night.
Allen. And tight. And we're rolling. And if you want to use what are we using? Your phone or your GoPro?
Phone for now.
Okay.
Find back so I can find my way back home.
Grab the clamp, CNC billet as well. And this is really neat design right here. This, if you use any other brands that has an angle, right, shape like a triangular, not a triangular, a rectangular shape, and when you go tighten it, it hurts your finger. Usually it digs into your finger. But if you see that the way that they designed this is the indent right here, and they mill this out for better grip, and then you could tighten it as much as you want without hurting your finger. It's actually really comfortable. Boom, right there.
Nice. Too cool.
Yes, sir. You're all set.